Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Last week I was scrolling on TikTok again, as I do. I have a lot of fun on that app, and my TikTok friend and fellow artist Art Shaped Fluff, and I'll pop the username here, tagged me in this video. Now, I've mentioned multiple times on this channel and also on my TikTok how influenced I am by cinema, and when I watch a movie I love to take photos of the screen and use my photos of particular frames for reference for artwork. So I was stoked to discover this website where essentially all of that work has been done for me. I really love the fact that this website has access to every single frame. So let's check out the site and see if we can find some good references. Okay, so this is not every movie, but apparently it's every single frame from all of these movies selected. First up, we have some pretty visually incredible films already listed here. The Shining and Clockwork Orange are already standing out to me as ones I would like to try. Amelie, absolutely. La La Land, I think that would have some really great frames. Eraserhead, my fave. Ooh, Drive. Maybe Amelie or The Shining. I feel like this would be a bit more like, I feel like The Shining is very much in my wheelhouse, and I've done a lot with the substance lately, so I was very heavily influenced by Kubrick. So maybe let's try Amelie. Amelie? Maybe we'll do a random frame and see what happens. Ooh, what's this? Is this? Oh, so we can download the image as well for reference. That is very helpful. So we'll download that one and maybe we'll choose 4. I might do a full sketchbook spread with like 1, 2, 3, 4 and break it up that way. Should I just do the first 4 that come up, or should I pick and choose? I kind of like that one too though, actually. I'd like a portrait, but that's the good thing about the challenge of this, is that I'm not always going to get a portrait, which is what I always default to. Perfect. Perfect. I could not have done that better. That's a beautiful portrait. All right, so that's 3. Oh, I love this one. I knew this would be a good choice because it's such a visually stunning movie. All right, so now I've got my 4 frames, and this is such a fun website. You can add grids as well. Downloads, here they all are. I think this is the perfect way to fill a sketchbook spread, and my sketchbook is the Strathmore mixed media and has lovely thick cotton paper, and I will link it down below. I started by dividing both pages into 4 by freehand drawing 4 rectangles. I like that they're not perfect, and I always freehand my lines. I like to see slight imperfections and to see the artist's hand. And then I decided I was going to use colored pencils today because I've been painting so much and using markers lately. I felt like I needed to get back to my first love. So first I sketched with my favorite graphite pencil, the Blackwing Palomino. And the colored pencils I'm using are my Arteza Expert 120 set, which I took out of the tin and I keep in this fabric holder, which is so much more user-friendly. And then I used my kneadable eraser, rolling it over the top of the sketch to remove the excess graphite while still leaving the sketch. Love the kneadable eraser with a graphite pencil sketch because you can remove so much of it and you still get this really faint outline there. Okay, so in the intro, I mentioned that I was scrolling TikTok again. And this was a reference to last week's video where I painted the anglerfish that was for the first time captured by humans alive near the surface of the ocean. I had first heard about that story via TikTok videos and was really touched by the whole story. I bring this all up because that video bombed. Now, I don't make videos because I'm trying to have viral videos. I make videos because I genuinely love sharing the process, and it's helped me stay consistent with creating, and sticking to a schedule has been really helpful to me. But I'm not going to lie, it sucks when so much effort is involved and for whatever reason it gets low views. Like I said, I'm not chasing viral videos, but I wouldn't be uploading to the internet if I didn't want anyone to watch them. So I've been thinking about this past week, about all of this and the challenges of being an artist online. I see some channels that have so clearly got bots commenting for engagement. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's so obvious. And I'm not hating on those channels. Comments get engagement and tell YouTube that the video is worth watching, so that boosts it in the algorithm. But I could just never be comfortable doing that. Okay, so you get faster growth and more views, but is it really worth it? I guess starting out it does because it helps you get those genuine viewers quicker. Is it cheating the system? Is it just playing the game to survive this algorithm hellscape that is such an immovable obstacle sometimes? I don't know. My channel is growing at a nice, steady pace, and I might not have 100 comments or thousands of views, but I love the genuine chats I have and the feedback I get from the real humans who engage with me. I don't know, I've just had all of this on my mind, and I just wanted to extend solidarity to anyone else feeling the frustration of this. Keep doing what you do, and know that even if 1 million people don't see it, your genuine passion for what you do will connect with the ones that matter. Okay, so I've got that off my chest. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this and to boost engagement. It's all so ridiculous. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm just gonna keep talking about movies and make art. So let's talk about the art. I started out blocking in light layers of the background, building up the intensity with the pencils, and I absolutely love the pencil texture on this paper in this particular sketchbook. And when I'd finished with the pencil drawing, I decided to go in with my Art Spectrum ink in the colour Raven, which is this gorgeous deep blue teal. And I used my glass dip pen to add in the line work. And I didn't line absolutely everything, but just enough to make the drawing look a little bit more finished. I want to take this opportunity to thank my Ko-fi members who give me a little bit of financial support every month with memberships. I honestly am so grateful for all of you. I have 3 tiers available. One starts at just $1.50 a month, which is only $18 a year and a great way to support me. And the other 2 tiers get zines sent out in the mail, and one tier has 2 zines and an art print. I'm going to leave all of that in the description box down below if you check it out. It's a really great way to support me in the channel, and I love making the zines for you. And here is the first finished drawing in my sketchbook, and I think I did a pretty good job at capturing the frame of this movie. Now we're going to speed through the next 3 drawings, but I used the same pencils each time. So the first colours that I used in the first drawing, I used throughout the next 3. So I added in 2 extra greens for the second drawing into the initial lot of pencils, and then a blue for the third drawing, which I also used in the fourth piece. And I found that keeping the pencils the same throughout kept a really great cohesiveness to the entire spread, while still remaining true to the palette of the references. While my colours might not be exact to the frame, they're close enough to look like them. And like I mentioned, it kept the entire spread cohesive. So let me tell you a little bit about Amelie. This French film was released in 2001, and it was a huge hit on release and was nominated for 5 Academy Awards in the well-deserved categories of art direction, cinematography, sound, writing, and best foreign language film. If you've seen Amelie, you know just how visually stunning it is, and was the reason I chose this film as reference today. Amelie is about a girl who grew up with an overprotective father who, believing that she has a heart defect, keeps her cooped up throughout her childhood to protect her. Having barely any contact with people in the real world because of this, she creates her own inner worlds and imaginative dreamlands. When she grows up, she moves to Paris and decides to spread joy and help strangers find happiness. It's a beautiful movie about finding comfort and pleasure in simple everyday things and following fateful chance encounters. It's so sweet. It's a love letter to love without being goofy and like over sentimental at all. Amelie is like being hugged by a movie. And I think if there was ever a time for an Amelie rewatch, it's probably now, am I right? So if you haven't seen it, this is your cue to go watch that. If you're in Australia, it's streaming on Stan. And if you're in the United States or the UK, which is where most of my viewers come from, you can rent it online for a few dollars or a few pounds, depending on where you're located. Or you might have an old DVD copy lying around. I still have a very extensive DVD collection. You may have a DVD of this. It was very popular in the time. So after I finished the drawings, I went back in with my ink and glass dip pen and just wrote the title of the film between the first 2 frames using the font from the movie poster as reference, and then I just decided to write the name of the website there as well, just in case I forget where I got this idea from. Probably won't, but you never know. And this is my finished sketchbook spread. I'm so stoked with it. I love the way it looks. I don't think I captured the likeness, but I do love this portrait, and I'm definitely going to use this website again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing to the channel for more art stuff. I had so much fun doing these drawings. I think it looks really great as a set in my sketchbook. I think I'm going to do some more spreads with this kind of style, maybe using this website or my own images. Once again, I already have some new ones downloaded using this website, especially from, I've got La La Land and Neon Demon, so it'd be fun to see what I can make with those references. I think I picked some pretty cool, very colourful portraits. If you're also interested in cinema or inspired by cinema like I am, I highly recommend you go check out that site. Let me know in the comments down below which movie you would choose to start off with, and I'll see you next time.